So Jan, my co-founder, and I, previously we were in mobile advertising. So we built up a company and it went really well. We sold the company to Telefonica. However, when going to the media agencies, we had one big problem. And that was that the big media budgets are still sitting with television. So we had a really cool mobile advertising product. Everybody loved it, but we could not get the big budgets because the big budgets remain with television. Why is that? Because advertisers want to see their brand on the big screen in the middle of the living room with all the eyes on that screen, okay? So, and then we looked into it and what we figured out is there's absolutely no innovation on television, okay? So the way television works is almost just like back then, okay? So how you can imagine it is you have an advertiser that wants to put his product on the big screen. He just goes to a TV network. The TV network is the price setter, so they just give him a price, take a whole lot of profit, and then display it randomly to the people, okay? So no tailored content whatsoever, okay? So this is kind of what we are starting with, okay? So, however, there is a huge infrastructure. Infrastructure meaning smart TVs. There's 700 million smart TVs out there waiting for innovation, okay? So these TVs are connected to the internet and they want to be able to be more than just, you know, some good looking, cool, you know, cool gadget, but actually you can do quite a lot with what is out there, okay? So what we have is, we have a market, a gigantic television advertisement market, which is actually a size of 180 billion US dollars. We have 700 million smart TVs out there, and that made us thinking, okay? So at first we wanted to move television advertising to the same level as online advertising, right? So that we can actually target, so that we can find advertising that suits your interests. However, this still does not kind of tackle the major shortcoming of advertising nowadays, and that is a lack of transparency. Advertisers spend a whole lot of money and they do not know who they reach. And this is where the beauty of the blockchain comes in, okay? Because it's not just that the infrastructure of smart TVs is ready, but also the blockchain is ready. Of course, you have scalability issues and all that kind of stuff, but today is the perfect day to start this, to come up with this new platform and to build something that is supposed to be out there for many, many years, okay? So what we have is 700 million smart TVs, huge, huge budgets, and we want to go in there and we want to say that in 10 years down the line, if you think about broadcast television, that's not going to be a zapping between different channels, but actually just TV2. That is the channel that you will want to go with, because that's a personalized channel that is tailored to your interests, tailored to who you are. For that and for a better understanding, we have filmed a short demo. So our product is fully coded. We currently have a test version running. We have 4,000 users, a bit more than 4,000 users who are testing this right now. They are checking on the code and everything. We have this out there already. It will be published in June, right after our token issuance. Okay, so we're currently doing our ICO. Let's check this. So what do we have? On the left, you see a screenshot of a smartphone. What you actually see there is an Ether wallet, okay? Because what we do is, as you can see on my hoodie, we make you earn crypto watching TV. So, of course, we don't just have a pure advertisement channel. It's a mixture. And this is now where it's interesting. If you can personalize content, you can give organic content and you can give sponsored content, and the user cannot really distinguish because it's all targeted to the user's interests, okay? So, matter of fact, right here, the first video was organic. It was just a video about London. And then the second video is from Expedia. So this is actually an advertisement. And as you can see in the upper corner, there's another advertisement coming up. This is Audi, okay? Personally, I love traveling. I love cars. So video about London, I don't look at it as an advertisement. Video about the brand new Audi R8 obviously is not an advertisement to me as well. I love cars, so this is really cool. And as you can just see on the smartphone screenshot on the left, one TTV, that's our token for television, just came in for the previous advertisement, and later in that stream you will see another transaction where tokens are coming in for the second video, so the actual Audi advertisement. Okay, so what is happening here is we take out the middleman, we take out the TV network, we decentralize it, and what actually happens, we have a direct interaction between advertiser and user. So the advertiser has to purchase our token, and then he hands on that token directly to the user. Okay, so the consumer gets the major share of the advertisement. That was our quick demo to continue talking about that smart TV application. The user receives the major share of the advertising spent. He then hands on a share to the content creators. So those are the three important players that we see. We say advertiser, user, content creator. To finish up my thoughts on that application, in case you don't have a smart TV, smart TVs work just like smartphones. They are extremely smart, they have applications on top of them, and we just see a huge market with smart TVs. Because, matter of fact, you can, for not a too high amount of money, you can get pre-installed on those. So overnight, if you take Samsung, for example, for Germany, overnight you can be on 8.2 million smart TVs and have users just ready whenever they start their TV for the next time to see our application, to see TV2, which is really nice if you want to tackle the market hard. Now, inside our video stream, it's not just that we just randomly show you some content, but obviously this is AI driven. So as I said before, there's no innovation in TV right now, but there's so much technology out there. In combination with the internet connected TV, you can make really cool stuff out of it. So our AI actually curates videos based on many things. One is your behavior inside that stream. So do you skip a video? Do you fast forward? Do you play? Do you pause? That is important input data for us. But also very important data is our AI, which goes into video recognition. So a nice frequency would be you see a tennis match, and then obviously in a tennis match you always have brands. You have Rolex, for example, you have Nike. And those kind of brands are being recognized, and then we actually, the next video is going to be similar to this. So here you have Roger Federer, who as a personality was recognized by the video recognition, and then next you would see an advertisement with Roger Federer. Okay, so kind of it fits, it flows. There's no break between TV shows and commercials anymore. It's just one flow, it's one blend. Okay. And to go beyond video recognition, actually, what is really interesting, you can go into audio recognition as well nowadays. This means we can kind of grasp the atmosphere inside a video, you know, background music. How are people talking? Based on this, we can categorize the kind of video that you're seeing. So, is it dramatic? Is it funny? You know? And all this goes into watch statistics. We know how long you watch a comedy content piece, an action content piece, and this kind of fuels the profile of the user. Okay, so as I kind of tackled that slightly before, we see three important key players. You can see two content providers. One on the top, you see sponsored content, so that's the classical advertisement, and you see organic content. Here, it is very important for us that both content pieces are perfectly tailored to the user that sees this. So you can see the arrow goes down to the user. However, this is just the video delivery structure. Obviously, the user gets the videos. But there is also the money that is floating. And as I said, the sponsored message, so the advertiser, he purchases our token off of the exchanges and then hands on that token directly to the user. So we redistribute the TV ad budget. No TV network in between taking the major cut, but actually the consumer being rewarded for attention that he's giving, for data that he's sharing, because after all, if there wouldn't be a user, there wouldn't be any commercials, right? So that's why we only think it's fair to give the major share to the user. Now, the user doesn't only want to see our sponsored messages, but also organic content. And that is why the user passes on a share to the content creators. And this is our concept where we say we have 3 very important players, 3 players that should be the only players in there, and they should have direct interactions based on smart contracts, based on the Ethereum blockchain, to give transparency for advertisers as well as content creators. Now, of course, if you want to build the future of any video entertainment, it is highly important to have content, great content on your platform. What is a really nice start to kind of hit the ground running is YouTube. YouTube has an open API that if you do not change the video, you might just use that video. So here we can kind of, right from the start, we have a ton of content, which is our first content horizon. However, the second content horizon is where it becomes interesting. That is where we have exclusive partnerships. We tackle 2 kind of partners right now. One partner would be the classic YouTube creator, Vimeo creator. So people that already have a ton of content uploaded on YouTube, but might be kind of unsatisfied with YouTube or just want to have more reach on a second platform. So these kind of players can come to us and upload their content. Over time, our bet is that they realize that our decentralized structure is much more appealing to them, that earning our crypto in a fair way based on what statistics that are transparent on the blockchain is much more appealing to them. They will become exclusive partners with us and take all of their loyal community from YouTube back to us. Okay, so that is interesting, but obviously names, big content creators are extremely important as well. We are lucky enough that Warner Brothers has already agreed to be an advertising partner with us. So actually with the test version that we're having right now, Warner Bros. Is, providing us their content because it is really cool. If I take myself as an example, I would be a guy that based on our personalized video stream, I would be seeing sports content, I would be seeing action kind of content, some GoPro stuff. And then this is just perfect for Warner Bros. To display an action movie trailer to me. And that is Warner Bros. Reaching their target audience, and that is me getting an advertisement that I really want to see. And on top of that, I even get rewarded with the token. So that is the second content horizon where we are getting partnerships with YouTubers and big content creators. The third one would then be purely exclusive partnerships with all 12 categories that we made up, that we kind of that shape TV2. So we have content categories ranging from action to fashion to nature and cars and sports and that kind of stuff. So for each category, we eventually want to have exclusive partnerships. Coming to the team, we are from Berlin, Germany. We are 8 people right now. So 4 guys are kind of on the dev side, on the product side. 4 guys are on the business side, where we are tackling partnerships, we're tackling marketing, we are just being out there and communicating our project. That's 8 people. 2 co-founders, Jan and I, you can find at our booth on it's booth number 56. If you have further questions, just drop by. And then we have a great board of advisors. We are lucky enough to actually have David Benkei with us, who was on the board of directors with the Ethereum Foundation. We have, probably in the UK, you might know Philip Nunn quite well, who is somewhat like an influencer over here. And in general, really great advisor board that supports us a lot and helps us with our mission. On top of that, we just 2 weeks ago released our TV task force, where we have more industry knowledge on there, where we have actually the financial director of 20th Century Fox of Germany. He's on our supporter list now as well. The former CEO of the biggest German sports channel is with us now. If you want to have more information on that, just jump on our website, sign up for our newsletter, and then you get all the information about TV2. And yeah, we would just love to welcome you to kind of join our journey. We have been traveling a lot lately, just coming from Seoul, South Korea. Last 2 weeks we were in Asia, had a great event in Shanghai, Hong Kong, Tokyo. We are heading over to the States tonight. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, either now, after the presentation, or at our booth number 56. So thank you very much for your attention. And yeah, I'd love to discuss.